Hello, welcome to another episode of the Short, Pale, and Handsome Podcast. I'm your boy, Loy Lee. Uh, I'm all out of whack today. I don't know what I'm doing. Today is Friday, March 26th, late at night. And you're like, hey, don't you do this on Monday, or are you doing this like 4 days early? I don't know how the weeks work, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 3 days early. Are you doing this early, or are you doing this really, really late? I'm doing this really, really late, guys. Um, I had a very trying week. I had a very troublesome week. I had a very concerning week. Uh, I thought that I had COVID, and I didn't. I'm okay. I survived. I didn't die, clearly, but I thought I did. I had the time to do the thing, to do this podcast at home, but uh, during my COVID time off, but I was afraid. There's too much on my mind. I was very, very afraid. Um, I woke up and my nose started to hurt. Right, just one nostril, one sinuses, sign. I don't know, whatever that is. Is it one sinus cavity, or is it a bunch of sinuses? I don't know. Is it a flock of sinus, a gaggle, a murder, an unforgiven? No, that's not a thing. I don't know. I don't know what the word is. Anyways, moving right along. One of my sinus was like inflamed. It was just like right up here and then down on my nose. And then every time I shifted my head, if I moved my head for any period of time, I could just feel all of the pressure release and just became a flowing goo, just gross. Ew, ew. It was pretty nasty. And I'm a pretty healthy boy. I rarely get sick. I rarely am unhealthy. So I was concerned. And with everything going on, my first concern was, oh my God, I got COVID. And that was my first concern. I'm dealing with the public. I'm dealing with money. I'm in. I'm out. I'm not like out there shaking hands and high fiving people, but still, you're exposed. And maybe the people that I dealt with are asymptomatic. So I was afraid. Called into work. I was like, hey, I'm having like very beginning signs of being sick, runny nose. And they kind of were like, well, what do you want to do? I was like, well, I mean, haven't you been telling us, like, if you're sick, don't come into work? Call it out work. What do you recommend? And that's like my passive, not even passive word, just like my passive way of letting people know, like, hey, I don't know what you're all about, but I don't want to step on toes. I just want you to know that I'm going to let you make the decision. And then just put it right back. Well, it's your call. Well, fuck. We're at an impasse now. It's whatever you want. It's your call. Fuck. Well, I wanted to be responsible, so I called out and I got tested. And man, the thing is, first of all, they don't tell you if you don't get your test results for a couple days. Like they say 3 days, 3 to 5 days. I got it in 3 days. Great, no problem. But that wait time was just don't go. Can't go anywhere. Stay in your house. I'm in my office. It's kind of like where I want to be. But my office, I know you guys can't see it, but it's in the middle of in the living room. My office is in the living room. I'm in the farthest corner of a small apartment, just trying my best to not get my wife sick, and it's a concern. And running through my mind is like, well, like every cough, oh my God, here it is. Oh my God, this might be my last night. I was on concussion protocol. I was afraid to fall asleep. I've heard at least one person go, yeah, a little sick, and then he goes to bed, doesn't wake up. I was afraid. I just didn't know that wait time was just forever. You wake up, you check your phone. For the first time in forever, I took my phone off of do not disturb. My phone is always on silent. I never get phone calls. I never get anything important, and I just in case the doctor's like, hey, we got your test results, and you should probably come and come and see us. I don't even know where it would be, but I was afraid. I was afraid to get the phone call and just be like, yeah. You know how you were testing for COVID-19? We found 22, so you probably should come in. I don't know. I don't know why I thought it was special, where I was going to be one of the few, but I was concerned. So it was very nerve-wracking. I couldn't get it off my mind, and that whole test was crazy too. I made a test. It was a free test at CVS drive-through, and I mean I haven't really done a drive-through at CVS, but it's like the old school banks. Probably it's still there, but you drive through the glass, and the drawer comes out, drawer comes back in, talking over the intercom. I was having nostalgic moments of going to the bank in the 90s. CVS was dope. You go, you make an appointment online, you show up. I'm in a city, so there was like 20 places that I could get tested, but none of them had appointments. So I found one that did. That was dope. Drove up, and they basically opened the drawer. You have the test in a baggie, and then they just walk you through it. And I don't want to put other people in danger, but I don't know if you know, but I'm not certified for this. I took a CPR class once, not confident in that, but I don't know if you have to be certified to administer this test, but I'm not, and this is going to be self-test. And then the woman is just like on the other end, like on the other side of the glass, just being like, yeah, it looks fine, whatever, just do the thing. So you shove the thing in your nose. I don't know how far it's supposed to go, and I'm kind of like, it's like having sex for the first time. You put it a little bit, like you look at her, like, are we good? Oh, deeper? Okay, put it a little deeper. Are we good? Deeper. Fuck. Are we good? Let me go deep, 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 deep. So like I'm like 3 knuckles in this swab, and then she go, yeah, just like stir it around. So stir it, and then like put it against the wall, and just hold it there. Like, this is so strange. So I'm doing this, and they're like, great, now put it in your other nose. Like, I know where this one has just been. This one was I don't want to contaminate. Maybe this side has COVID, and this one doesn't. I don't know how to. Maybe it's sick, and then this one isn't sick. So I take it out. And all of the dirty thoughts, just all of the horrible things that I've ever seen on the internet just came rushing into my brain when I was like, I'm looking at it. It's like, you want me to put this where? You don't want me to wipe this down? Nothing? Okay, just take it out. Put it in the next hole. Just swish it around. Yeah, and then, put it in the thing, and then put it in the vial. You put the vial in the bag, Ziploc the bag, put it in, and then you wait. At least with like Domino's Pizza, when you order it, they kind of give you like periodic updates. Like, hey, we got it. Hey, Catherine, the person is making your pizza. Hey, we're boxing it now. We're sending it out. Hernandez is on his way. I don't know why I said Hernandez. That shit is socially acceptable. Fucking John is on his way to drop the pizza off to you. At least, like, that, like, they're taking it every step of the way. And I would have liked a text or an email just being like, yep, we got it. Fucking Jimmy John over there picked it up from the box, dropped it off at this time. And fucking Freddie or Alicia, they're testing it. I'm running out of names. But yeah, it would have been good to like just know where the process was, but that was not a liberty that they gave us. So it was just a waiting game. And 3 to 5 days when you're waiting for a test, that's kind of a big gap. Big gap. Big gap. So just waiting, calling out, just letting my managers know. It's like, well, I mean, I'm fine, but this test, looking like it's not here yet. So I called out for like a couple days, and then when I got that test, man, I've never had a paternity test. I've never had like a scare of any STD or anything like that. I've never had a scare. I've had tests done, blood tests, and they just come back, and you go and you take it. You don't feel there is no pressing time. There's no like time frame. There's no. I'm not waiting for the test results. Not this time. Like I've never waited for a paternity test and go on Maury-Povich and then just to find out. But now, like I still had that same energy. Are those people like, and the DNA test says you're not the father. And they just start breakdancing like, hey. I had that moment when I got that email. I was like, oh, I am not the COVID. I would be very upset if I got COVID. Not for the health implications, but just like, I don't want to be the one Asian guy everybody knows and then the one Asian guy that everyone knows that got COVID. I don't want to be the one Asian person in my store and then I got COVID and then it's like, see, fucking told you. Fucking told you. Yeah, it was just, it's like one of those things where like I try to break all of the stereotypes, even to a fault. I'm on time. I'm on time for everything. I'm never late. And if you don't know, yeah, Asians were late. That stereotype is like we're late. I'm on time. I'm early for everything. I'll be at the airport 3 hours early, an hour earlier than the 2 hours that they tell you that you should be there. I'm there. Appointments at noon. My paperwork is filled out by 10 like 11:45. Just everything. And then tipping. Oh, Asians don't tip well. I overly tip. My wife, she's all about me tipping. She's not all about the level in which that I tip. I go, 20%. That's easy math, right? It's $18. It's $1.80. Multiply that by 2. I don't know. 360. Great, $5. Boom. I was like, what? Why do you even do the math? Just make it rain on them. Yeah. So I was very concerned. I was very, very concerned. And for my customers, like, hey, is Loy in today? Like, nah, dude got COVID. Fuck, I knew it. I told you, honey, right? I told you. I don't even know why I think that my customers are racist. I'm projecting my insecurities on them. So yeah, I'm fine. What I did get a chance to do while I was quarantined, while I self-quarantined myself, I finally got a chance to watch Zack Snyder's Justice League, and that was dope. Dope. Three thumbs up, 10 stars on a 5-star scale. I will say it's 4 hours long, and I want to apologize. Let me read the statement. Thank you, everybody, for coming to my press conference. I appreciate the members of media that came here today. I, Loy Lee of Sound Mind and Body, want to apologize to the public for dismissing Zack Snyder's Justice League prior to seeing it, when I had zero information on it. I saw the trailer and I was like, nah, I'm good. I want to apologize. If I swayed anybody's opinion prior to seeing it, I want to apologize to them wholeheartedly. I don't even want to apologize that I misled you. I want to apologize for doing the action. Thank you very much. We're taking questions now. You over there. I that was my impersonation of me reading the apology statement at a press conference, which I feel like at some point will be a real thing for me. No, it was great. 4 hours long. It could have been two movies. It could have been an 8-part miniseries, and I'm blown away by it. I just all of the things that made it horrible, the first version of it horrible, this made it right. And I was watching the news and seeing that the actor that played Cyborg was very upset at a lot of things. But one of the things that stuck out was like he was upset at his role, and I was like, oh well, maybe some scenes got cut. His whole storyline got cut. The whole thing. He was literally downgraded to a backup actor, a background actor, a day player, an extra with a few lines. I mean, his storyline, I would have probably watched a movie of it. He was the hero of the movie, and they cut it all out and relegated him to just the black guy. And that was me being racist. Or them being me calling them out for being racist. I don't know. It was Jason Momoa, Gal Gadot, and a bunch of white people, and Cyborg was the character that I watched. I was like, I don't get it. Like they threw it all together, and it kind of didn't really. It felt rushed. Given you should be able to make double better movie with double the time. Double better the movie. I don't even know if that's English, Loy. You should be able to make a movie twice as good with twice the amount of time, especially when you're introducing so many characters. Right? You're introducing Jason Momoa, Aquaman, excuse me. Flash was better, I think. It was still. That's fine. We'll leave it alone. But it was better. Graphics better. I find it funny that they went 4 hours, and they did in Superman changes from his red and blue and gold uniform, his outfit, his normal motif to a black one, and they show him make that conscious effort, that decision. He walks by the red and blue, and then he sees the black one, and he goes, "Yeah, hot topic." But doesn't even talk about it. They don't talk about it. They don't address it. They don't like explain what his thought process was. Like, hey, I'm just gonna wear black one. Superman, back in black. Yeah, I just wish I understood. Like, they couldn't have added 30 seconds to just explaining, like, the thought process. Like, this is the new me. New year, new me. I was dead for a little while. I gained a little bit of weight. He didn't. Black is more slimming. Black is like my soul. Black is the hole in which that I'm going to throw dark side into. Nope. They just kind of breezed over that. They did all the other story arcs. They just didn't want to explain that one minor detail, and it bothered me. It bothered me. You know what else actually bothered me about it? And this is actually, it bothered me because I'm hurting on the inside. It bothered me that they left so many openings for different sequels and spin-offs and different movies, like Martian Manhunter. He shows up at the end, and which actually, now that I'm thinking about it, he was there the whole time and didn't want to freaking help out. Oh, I'm a guy that does the stuff that you guys just did, and I've been here the whole time, and I just didn't want to help. Martian Manhunter. Wow. Now I'm thinking about it, Martian Manhunter is kind of a dick. I've been watching. Yeah, well, you could have helped out. Could have helped out. But yeah, they had so many openings for movies, and it's hard to get excited about the movies knowing that they are probably they're not gonna they're not gonna happen. Probably not gonna happen. They're not gonna happen. They just there's so many different directions for so many different movies. Is it going to be? Would it have been as great as like the Marvel universe? I don't like to compare the two things because they're two different things. But no, the answer is no. I did enjoy it thoroughly. If you do not have a chance to watch it, they break it up into 8 parts, and it literally is like part one, part two, part three, etc. 8 parts and an epilogue. I think is how you pronounce it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I recommend that if you have a chance, go watch it. 5 stars on a 2-star scale, 20 stars on a 10-star scale. I can't say how much I enjoyed it. I will say that I wish that this was the original. I'm actually kind of upset that I had to watch the old ones. Like to begin with, I was upset that I would have to watch another 4 hours of the Justice League after watching the first 2 hours. Now I'm upset that I watched the first 2 hours at all. I cannot believe I wasted my time on the first 2 hours. Disappointing, very disappointing. Moving right along. I finally got a chance to get to the chiropractor. Not for my back, for my wrist. And I'm sure holding my wrist like this doesn't help. But I've been having issues with my wrist for basically a year. At the start of COVID, I woke up one day and I couldn't do a push-up. I couldn't even get into like the push-up position, like get down and then put the pressure on it, and there was like a sharp pain. Basically, one of the little bones was out of place. And I figured, hey, we're in the middle of a pandemic. Maybe I shouldn't go see a doctor for something so something so small. Just don't do push-ups. Problem solved. I had no issues with my mobility, no grip strength, no issues, nothing. Just push up, traffic jam in the wrist, problems. Just don't do push-ups. Simple, right? No burpees, no push-ups, no planks, no nothing. Fine. I'm on board. You speak my language, doc. But I finally now with like health insurance and I got time, I was like, I really need to get this checked out. It's been basically a year. So got checked out, went to the joint, and got looked at for the first time, and kind of got sorted out. I feel a little bit better. I'm gaining a little bit more confidence. It's just weak because I haven't done a push up in over a year. So at the end of it, I don't even know why I went to the joint. Like I could have actually gone to a chiropractor because I have insurance. Weird flex. But I for some reason I was like, hey, there's a $30 new customer promo at the joint. Let me just go to the joint. So strange. I don't know why I make these decisions. I don't know why I make horrible decisions when it comes to people examining my health. I make horrible decisions. But I got checked out, and at the end, doctor was dope. But at the end, they're like trying to sell me this package of like $70 a month, and I'm in sales. I've always been in sales. I'm selling something, one thing, one way or another. Either I'm trying to sell these dick jokes or I'm trying to sell cell phones. Like it's always something. And I fell right into it. Like I'm so passive when it comes to like customer service. She was like, "Hey," and the pitch was amazing. It was just kind of like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, yes, fucking sign me up." And I thought about it, and I was like, "Bitch, I have insurance. Why am I even considering this?" But like, just the way she suggested, and you're like, "Oh, it was a girl. Would she give you the little eyes, bat the eyes, and you became like mush?" No, she just made it where it's like it just seemed like I wasn't really making a decision. Like the way she did it was smooth, and I just had to agree with her. That was it. And it was like, yeah. Fuck it, let's just do it. I'm a fucking idiot. Not even. That's it. That's what it came down to. I have like insurance, and I should have went to an actual. Well, I don't want to say he's not an actual chiropractor. I should have went to like an actual chiropractor doctor office. Office. That's the word. And just get checked out. Go through insurance. Pay my I don't know whatever $20 cover fee, $15 copay, whatever it is. Should have just paid that. Called it a day. But no, I just fucking $30. It's an offer. Let's just go. So I did that, and I had to like stop her halfway through the transaction. I was like, you know what? No, I don't want to do this $60 a month thing. No, because canceling seems to be difficult. Like it's like a gym membership, right? Like you can sign up at the gym, but you can't cancel at the gym. Same thing. Same thing. You need like, oh, I gotta write a letter to a guy. I gotta fucking fill out a form and mail it somewhere and hope that they don't charge me another $60. Something like that, right? I'm sure I'm still paying for 24-hour fitness. Who knows? Who knows these things? Well, I should know. You're right. I should know. I don't think I am. I don't think so. But yeah. So your boy got fixed up. So now I've been doing some push-ups. It's a little sore, a little weak, but it's getting there. And he sent me home with some like exercises and squeeze and do these things, and that's fine. I have no problem doing it. I'm just I have to get better, especially at my age. People, get better at taking care of yourself. You only have your one self, one true self. What am I? Some kind of evangelist? Who knows? Cult? Yeah. So just take care of your health. Make the best decisions for you. That being said, I got to get my eyes checked and then an actual chiropractor. Oh, one of the things that the chiropractor was like, oh, your wrist. He looked at that, and then I was like, hey, my hip is kind of sore, just one side. And he looked at me and goes, yeah, because one of your legs is too short. Okay. He's like, yeah, one is like a half an inch too short. And I was like, okay, so we're gonna make it longer, right? We're not gonna make the long one shorter because I need that half an inch. Apparently, because my posture is so jacked up, because I don't take care of myself, my hip is tilted in a way that makes one leg shorter than the other. That's why my hip is sore. Why am I telling you guys this? I'm telling you this because I want you guys to take care of yourself. Now is the best time to go see a doctor, a specialist, take care of yourself. If you are rolling your eyes at me right now, I'm sorry, we live different lives. I didn't never take care of myself because I'm a healthy boy. And I want to thank COVID. I really want to thank COVID for bringing this to my attention. Yeah, guys, that's it. Lots been on my mind, or just a lot of worry. Let don't let worry run your life, people. Why? Because then your brain becomes mush, and things like talking about what's going on in your week just gets dominated. I'm rambling. I am. You're right. You're absolutely right. I want to say thank you guys very much. I've been dedicating a lot of time to TikTok now. I'm trying to understand it. I'm actually on it now. Yay. Loy Lee Comedy, just like I am on YouTube. If you are listening to this, this is on youtube.com/Loy Lee Comedy. If you are seeing this on YouTube, it's on audio as well. Short, Pale, and Handsome on wherever you find podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, Apple, Google, wherever it is that you find podcasts, I should be there. And now I'm on TikTok. Hooray. On that note, I love you guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, share, rate, all of those things. Do me a solid. It's free. And then when I come to your town, let's hang out. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. I'll see you in a couple days, literally a couple days. I got to get back on track. Get back on track. Love you guys.